Hello and welcome to the third part of our Hot Shots and Aces 2 X-Wing Miniatures expansion pack review. In the last couple videos we looked at the Rebel and Imperial pilots as well as just the pack in general. Next up we're jumping into the Scum and Villainy faction, and they've actually got some really good pilots for this lineup. Some of them aren't terribly great, but most of them are actually pretty good, and I definitely think we'll see some use for Scum and are at last some breakthroughs for their faction. Our first pilot is in the Slave 1. A new pilot for that ship is pretty okay. It's Hondo Ohnaka. I smell profit. He's coming in at 1 initiative, and his pilot ability is just an action. So this is an action he can perform instead of one of his normal actions. Yeah, you guys get it. So action: choose 2 non-huge ships at range 0 to 3 of you that are not friendly to each other. Each chosen ship may perform an action that is on your action bar, even while stressed, in the order of your choice. Then gain 1 calculate token. So very good. Basic. So yeah, pretty decent. It could work out for you, it could also not. If you give like a Fang Fighter a target lock at range 1 of your friendly ship, then that's bad. I don't know what other action, unless it's a barrel roll for your friendly ship, I don't think it's gonna work out. At least Hondo gets a calculate as well for him to get more mod. So he's not terrible. Yeah. His squad point loadout, his loadout value is 18 points. His upgrades are a cannon slot, 2 cannon slots actually, so you can take synced laser cannons if you want to, which I think is interesting. A missile upgrade, a crew upgrade, a payload upgrade, an illicit upgrade, well, 2 illicit upgrades actually, a modification slot, and a title upgrade, of course. And thinking about it, you probably just want to use his primary weapon instead of a synced laser. That's actually a bad idea. Anyways, his squad points come out to 7, which is the same as all of the other Slave 1 pilots, except for Boba Fett, who's like obviously 9 points. And I think pretty much all of the other unique Slave 1 pilots are better. Fun to see Hondo Ohnaka in the game though, for Scum, that's great. But yeah, I don't know, his ability is not too interesting. It's basically the same as his crew upgrade, and his points aren't exactly better than the other guys. It's still cool though, still cool. I definitely think we might see him. We might see him be played, who knows. 1 initiative, blocking stuff. Never know, could still work, I guess. I definitely am not surprised if we don't even see him touch meta, or if no players touch him at all, but cool to have his pilot card though, I guess. Our next Scum pilot is in the Mining Guild TIE Fighter, which is always interesting to see a new pilot for this ship. Hopefully he's good. It is Lapin, Slickler for details apparently. 2 initiative. While you defend or perform an attack, if the enemy ship is stressed, that ship's dice cannot be modified. Very strong. It pairs well with a lot of the Scum pilots that like to give out stress tokens, like 000 crew. I'm trying to think of other pilots. I don't really play against Scum or play as Scum that much, so I'm not sure what pilots give out stress, but I think there are a few. I don't know. Anyways, it's pretty good. It really does make the enemies think twice about shooting him if they're stressed or just in general. It gives them a lot of survivability. It's basically Midnight's ability, where when she has a target lock on someone, they can't modify their dice. So very cool to see it on this TIE Fighter as well. Should definitely do him well. I just think the only problem is it really depends if the enemy ship is stressed or not. And not a whole lot of ships get stressed. Like, there's a lot of red actions around, but not a whole lot of them get stressed unless they really, really want to. So, yeah, and he's just a TIE Fighter, so offensively, I mean, you could put probably Juke on him. He's got 7 points for his loadout with a talent, a cannon, a modification, and 2 modification slots. So you can easily do Juke and targeting computer, or heavy laser cannon and crack shot, or something on him that's really cool. At only 2 initiative though, kind of risky to fly him. He's not terrible. Yeah, not being able to modify dice though I think will be very strong. Yeah, I mean at 3 squad points, that's his squad point value 3, he's not terrible. Yeah, I guess we'll see. Like, he's good. If you have 3 points left, he's maybe the best option in the game right now. I'm not sure. But yeah, pretty cool. Moving on, we have our first Fang Fighter pilot that we've had in a while for Scum actually, and he's only 4 squad points, which is huge for Fang Fighters because they're usually a little bit overpriced, going to the 5 to even 7 point range. But this one's only 4 points, and he's actually pretty good. So flipping him over, we've got Tor Fun, Direct Pressure. He's coming at initiative 3, and his pilot ability actually complements that low initiative. After you perform an attack, if the defender was destroyed, you may perform an action, even while stressed. Then you may gain 2 strain tokens to perform a bonus attack. Overall, I think very good. At 3 initiative, he'll be shooting last in your squad. Maybe the only good 3 initiative in the entire game at the moment. Potentially the only good 3 initiative. I'm not sure about that, but don't quote me on that. But he might be the only good 3 initiative in the current meta. Because after he kills someone, he can do additional action and then shoot someone else in the face, hopefully. His loadout value is only 7 points though, so a little bit on the cheaper side. He's got 1 talent slot, 2 modification slots, and 1 missile slot, so he's got a few options. Beskar reinforced plating with a 1-point talent like marksmanship, a 3-point talent with a 4-point missile, or the Mandalorian optics with Predator could also work. Mainly, I guess you'll be finishing that kill, and then using your action to do a target lock, or target locking and then boosting to a focus, however you want to do it, and then gaining the 2 strain tokens to perform an extra attack. So yeah, for only 4 squad points, definitely very strong. Because he still has the defensive capabilities of a normal Fang fighter at range 1, which is not bad, not terribly great, but not bad at all, getting the extra evade. So yeah, I definitely think we'll see him in a lot of new Scum lists at least, and a lot of potentially meta Scum lists. I don't know if Scum's really around meta anymore. He may be what they need. At 4 points, he's definitely solid. Yeah, low initiative, but it works for his ability, so we will see. We will see. Now, of course, Tor Fun will be interesting to see, but what about our next couple Scum pilots? They're actually pretty exciting. So this first pilot is Dr. Afra, Professional Disaster Zone, coming in at Initiative 3. Before you engage, you may spend 1 green token and 1 charge token. If you do, you may choose another ship at range 0 to 1 that is not stressed. The chosen ship gains 1 stress token. She's got 3 charges on her, with no additional charge tokens. No recharge symbols on her charge tokens, so she can only use this ability 3 times. But it's actually pretty good. You can put IG-88D on her to get 2 calculates, spin 1 of the calculates to give a ship a stress token. And then with 000, they're already stressed, so you gain another calculate from him. So you can get the enemy ship stressed for Lapin's pilot ability or other abilities, and then get 2 calculates. So pretty good. Great to see Dr. Afra finally in the X-Wing game. She's not flying her signature ship, she's flying the 666 instead, but that's okay for now. Hopefully her ship comes in the game soon, but that is pretty cool to see her in the game. Her loadout value is actually 22 points, which is really good. She's only 6 squad points, which is actually pretty cheap for the 666, YV-666 light fighter, because Bosk and Morale of Val are both 7 squad points with 20 and 22 point loadout values. The next best pilot would be Lats Ratzi at 6 squad points with 16 points for loadout value. So Dr. Afra a point below Bosk and Morale, but she's got the same loadout value, if not a little bit more. And her upgrades: she has a cannon slot, a missile slot, 2 crew slots, 2 illicit slots, 1 gunner slot, 2 modification slots, and 1 title upgrade slot. So you can put a lot on her, really outfit her the way you want. Her ability is pretty neutral to work with anything. You just need to give her multiple green tokens, which most Scum ships want anyways. So IG-88D, Perceptive Co-Pilot, anything like that that gives you those extra tokens is always what she's probably going to want. And yeah, no, she looks good. I'm excited to see her. BT1 and 000 sound like very good companions for her, with their wants for stress tokens and her ability to get out stress. So yeah, probably not the best options, but great to see Dr. Afra in the game though. And finally, a new Rogue Starfighter pilot. This pilot is very interesting as it is Dirge, hard to kill, coming in at Initiative 5. While you defend, after the neutralize result step, if there are more hit/crit results than your active shields, you may change 1 hit result to a crit result and cancel 1 hit result. So very strong. I think is the wording to say. Obviously, the first shot that goes into you, because most attacks will have 3 to 4 attack dice, you'll roll 1 evade, you'll cancel 1 of the hits because there's 3 hits left, and lose both of your shields. But after that, every time they shoot at you, you're always canceling a hit, but then you're taking a crit, obviously. So it could be a direct hit, evening things out. Could be structural damage or weapons failure making your life worse, or some card that you have to deal with. So it's an interesting ability for sure. I definitely think it's fun. His loadout value is only 10 points, which is pretty poor for a rogue starfighter. Obviously, they have a lot of upgrade options. He's no different. He's got 2 talent slots, 2 cannon slots, an illicit slot, and the modification slot. He doesn't have the title upgrade, but I mean, that's okay, basically. I feel like it would just, point-wise, just shove him. He wouldn't be able to equip a crew and a bomb and then a cannon, I don't think. That would just be too expensive. However, his squad points is only 4, actually, so that's, I think, where he's really interesting. Only 4 squad points for him, whereas all the other Rogue Squad starfighter pilots are 5 squad points right now. So they're a little bit on the expensive side, but Dirge is only 4, so you can put him with, like, Scum Han Solo and a Y-Wing and Dr. Afera, or 2 3-point ships, or Dirge and Cad Bane at 9 points, which is honestly pretty good. At 5 initiative, with sync laser cannons, he won't be terrible. He won't be fantastic, but he won't be terrible. Yeah, I'm excited to see him on the table, see how well he does. 4 squad points, easy steal, but, you know, meta-wise, he may do well, he may not. I think he's a solid backbone ship, though. Not the ship that wins you the game, but one of the ships that just kind of gets you there and helps your other ships do what they need to do to win the game, basically. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how well this one does. And that will be the end of this video, part of the review. Next time, we'll be taking a look at all the Republic pilots of the expansion pack, and they look pretty interesting. So if you're interested in Republic, definitely go check it out. And yeah, we'll catch you next time. May the Force be with you. Good luck, and get rock and rolling.